It wasn't until the CEO walked over that the woman realized her husband was actually her boss. Not long before, after discovering that her boyfriend had betrayed their relationship, the woman, feeling down, went to a hotel to drink alone. In her emotional state, she immediately messaged her best friend, asking her to set her up with a new boyfriend that night. However, by mistake, she sent the message to her boss instead. A moment later, the doorbell rang. When the woman opened the door and saw the man standing there, still blurry from the alcohol, she immediately complimented her friend, thinking she had found a man who looked just like the CEO. The CEO, hearing this, could no longer hold back and didn't give her a chance to explain. And so, they ended up in bed together by accident. Thinking life would return to normal, the next day, a colleague dragged the woman to check the latest gossip. It turned out that the CEO had taken over his family's business, and was now introducing his lover to everyone. When the woman saw the CEO clearly, her heart dropped. The man she had slept with the previous night was none other than the CEO. Though she was deeply hurt, she realized that she was too far beneath him to even hope for anything. She could only watch as the CEO walked past her with his lover. To her surprise, the CEO suddenly turned his gaze toward her. His lover, seeing this, angrily walked away. Confused, the woman received a message from the CEO, instructing her to come to his office immediately. Nervously, she headed there, fearing that he would have forgotten about the previous night. However, when she arrived, the CEO immediately confronted her about their night together, and demanded that she take responsibility. The woman tried to explain that she had been drunk, and had mistakenly sent the message to him, insisting nothing had happened between them. But the CEO didn't believe her and pressed her further. The woman, terrified, reluctantly agreed to take responsibility for the situation. To her shock, the CEO then asked her to marry him. Panicked, the woman thought he was joking, and quickly assured him that she would never tell anyone about that night, and wouldn't bother him again. But the CEO wasn't backing down. He told her that he could help her find the best medical team for her mother's illness. The woman, still confused, asked why he was helping her, and the CEO revealed that she was the ideal person for him to marry. She assumed he was just testing her, and told him she already had a boyfriend. The CEO's face was full of disbelief. At that moment, the hospital called, telling the woman that her mother had suffered a heart attack, and was in critical condition. The woman, frantic, rushed out immediately. When she arrived at the hospital, the doctor told her that her mother urgently needed surgery, or she would be in grave danger. The cost? $1 million. The woman was crushed by the news. There was no way she could afford such a high fee. She called the CEO, but since she hadn't made an appointment, she left a message with his secretary, asking him to call her back. Meanwhile, her best friend had only been able to raise $300,000 for her. Just as the woman was feeling overwhelmed, her mother suddenly started convulsing, and was rushed back into surgery. The doctor told her to pay the fee immediately, or they wouldn't be able to proceed. She looked at her contacts, but she had no idea who could help her. In her moment of complete despair, the CEO arrived at the hospital. His arrival was like a ray of light, instantly brightening the woman's dark world.